and foremost, the price of Bitcoin. Your picture is crooked, Lark. Yeah, it's all perspective. I think actually my camera's crooked. Maybe the picture's crooked. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. So the price of Bitcoin. Look at this. $107,000 right now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. We got up to about almost $108,000 yesterday. This has just been slowly grinding up and to the right, man. Up and to the right. Now we have, of course, this happening on the daily. MACD bull cross came up. Beautiful run from the last time we had a bull cross on the MACD at $68,000. From there, the price ran up to, well, about $100,000 before we got the bear cross happening, okay? Now, we've had, of course, the price basically slowly grinding sideways, only now starting to pick up some momentum again, right? So $100,000 was the ceiling for Bitcoin for a long time here, basically from the 21st of November until just recently here on the 14th of December. So about 3 weeks of 100K being the price ceiling. Now it's starting to grind up again, and that has flipped the MACD bullish again. Last time it happened, we had a 40% rally. Not saying that's definitively what's going to happen this time, just the momentum is coming back into the market, and it favors the bulls, this kind of move. So let's see how that goes. Ali here sharing this. 62% of traders on Binance right now are shorting Bitcoin. World of pain coming for a lot of people. It's interesting, taking the contrarian look on the market. When you see so many people looking to short when Bitcoin's rallying up, it's probably going to keep going higher and wreck all those shorts because of course it is. Of course it is. This meme got me, man. This is hilarious and so true. Bitcoin going straight up, uninterrupted nuking my coins. Classic. Classic. Beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it. Hey, let's do a real quick shout out to our sponsor before we get into the ETH stuff, guys. And that, of course, is iTrust Capital. If you want to have a tax efficient way to be doing your cryptocurrency investing, you might want to look into what iTrust has to offer for you guys. So essentially, you can come over here, bring your 401k, your IRA, whatever your retirement plan might be, and you can wrap your crypto trading in that. And that allows you to then buy and sell crypto 365, 24/7, make 1,000 trades if you want. You're not going to hit one taxable event. If you've been trading crypto, you know how much taxes can eat into your long-term profits. So it's going to be a great tool for some of you guys. If you want to learn more about what they have to offer, what these guys are doing over here, there's a link down below in the description where you can snag a $100 bonus as well when starting your account over on iTrust. Low cost, no monthly fees. They're actually the biggest IRA provider in crypto as well. So go check them out if you want to save some money on your crypto taxes. Now, let's talk about Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum, man. This thing, this is the weekly chart. Look at this. Look at this gosh darn weekly chart. This thing's just a beast of a chart. Look at that. For all the way back here, the all-time high of $4,800 and some change back here. Multi-year downtrend broken 2 weeks ago. Now we had an epic wick back down under. Got to remember to talk into the microphone. Epic wick back down under. Recovered very, very quickly. It dropped all the way to $3,500 and straight back up to 4K, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is a major breakout. Remember, Ethereum tends to lag about 6 weeks behind Bitcoin, or well, it has in the last cycle. Let's not say it tends to. Last cycle it did that. Now we could be seeing a situation where it's going to play catch up, and it'll play catch up real fast. Still though, $800 away from a new high for ETH. I have a small sell order for like, I don't know, a few ETH in at $4,800. But a lot of this bag, I want to ride higher. Maybe when it gets up to like $7,000, I think is the 1.618 on the Fibonacci. When it gets up to like 7K, maybe we'll take off like 20% of our ETH bag or something like that. And then when it gets up to 10K, I think then it's move it all to the exchange and prepare to sell the whole damn thing. Not necessarily at 10K, but that's when it's like, okay, now we're watching. Now we gotta think about when to sell. Ali saying the past 2 bull cycles, Ethereum only went parabolic when long-term holders shifted into greed mode. Right now, they're only in the early stages of the belief phase. The big move could still be ahead. I agree. The big move is still coming. We're getting a lot closer to that phase, aren't we? We're getting a lot closer. A lot closer. It's coming soon. AIXBT here saying base chain becoming what BNB was in 2020. Same playbook, superior user experience, fiat on-ramp, stable funding, watching meme coin volume migrate just like back then. Agreed. Base remains one of the hottest places to hang out in crypto right now. Solana too, obviously. We're going to talk about that in a second, but Base has been doing incredibly well. A lot of stuff going on over on Base. AI agents absolutely booming over there. Virtuals, the AI agent platform on Base, is up to like a $3 billion market cap right now. It's insanity. Now, I've been betting on Solana AI agents. We've got AI16Z, which is the ELIZA framework token for AI agents. And it's just been absolutely booming, the developer ecosystem. But I've also bought a bag of Cerebro, which is an AI agent, but also now a Python framework for launching AI agents. So it's pretty cool stuff they got going on there. But anyway, I digress. Base chain, absolutely one of the stories of the year, the breakout of the year story. And here's the thing. Still a lot of opportunity left with the Base chain more broadly, whether you're looking at Aerodrome Finance, which is still only around like $2 or whatever. And again, great to farm, if you're just buying it to hold it, well, it's something to think about. But anyway, great farming opportunity there. A lot of great memes over on Base as well. Now, let's talk about Solana. Solana's still in a downtrend. I am watching this for a trade in the near future. Okay, Solana's still downtrending. Look at this line right here. Now, we break that line at 230, or we get a MACD bull cross down here. So it's been trending down. I mean, it's a beautiful setup that we got going on right here for Solana right now in terms of a trade. So the downtrend continues. Downtrend's broken probably at 230. Watch for the MACD bull cross to come in there as well. That would be a great signal for going long. Okay, great signal for going long right there. Solana surpassing all other blockchains in daily net inflows. I mean, the king. It's hard to beat the king sometimes, isn't it? Look at this. Ethereum outflows, Solana inflows. Now, I know we've had a lot of other blockchains that have seen great inflows. Sui still looking very strong. Arbitrum still doing really well, etc. Aptos, shout out to my Aptos bags, my Near bags. These guys are still seeing positive inflows here, right? Base still doing well, but Solana remains one of the kings, of course. And perhaps money is bridging over to Solana right now to chase this. Pengu's coming. Now, when I made a video on this the other day talking about Pengu and Magic Eat, the comments were just like, how dare you talk about new coins coming to the market? Shame on you, Lark. Okay, anyway, for those who do like making money, pay attention. Pengu's coming out. Now, this is going to be, honestly, a super hyped launch, and I have no idea how to play it at launch. I'm just going to put that out there. Normally, you would see the airdrop people dump, but you're going into Pudgy Penguin holders, and these guys are like, the NFT holders are hardcore, right? A lot of these guys, I know short-term speculators have got in there, but a lot of these Pudgy Penguin holders are pretty hardcore, man. And they're going to get huge airdrops. Some of these guys, if the pre-market prices hold, are literally going to be getting like $150,000 to $200,000 of Pengu dropped to them per Pudgy Penguin NFT that they hold, which is insanity. That's nuts. Anyway, the Pengu coming out, that's going to be big. And I think we're going to see a lot of excitement around that. Yeah, it could be one of those ones that just pumps like crazy. We'll see. Hyper Liquid, of course, did the pump like crazy. Sui flipped Sol, all you hybro. That was just in daily inflows, my dude. Just in daily inflows. Anyway. Tyler D, I really need someone to explain to me how virtual is a $3.2 billion. It's worth 4x what AI16Z is. I like that statement. This is in relation to ELIZA teaming up with the guys at Stanford University. So in a couple months, AI16Z DAO has gone from a small side project to an entire movement. The fastest growing open source library, #1 on GitHub last week. Stuff like this. Something to pay attention to there. I got a bag, okay? Obviously, everyone wants to see what bags I hold. As always, that information is publicly available down below in the YouTube description, pinned comment over on X. Current holdings, OTC rounds, venture rounds, all that kind of stuff, plus risk statements. Investing in crypto is risky, and you can lose all your money. Be careful, okay? AVAX 9000. This thing, holy crap, man. AVAX just got very spicy. Look at this. Standard transaction on the AVAX chain right now is a little bit under 1/5 of a cent. This is very competitive, very, very competitive. And the cost to launch a chain on top of Avalanche has dropped by 99.9% or something like that as well. So AVAX, man, big AVAX bags, big AVAX bags. They're packed, they're ready. Been AVAX bull for a long time. Now is your chance, Avalanche. Come on, let's get the off the grid token out soon. Let's get that guns token out. Get people super excited what's going on over in Avalanche. Get my Joe bags pumping. Okay, get my AVAX bags pumping. Let's go. Fingers crossed. Hey, this is a very interesting one. This is about the Ethena. Athena's that the hazard. Anyway, BlackRock entering stablecoin game through Athena's USDTB. Anyway, such long phrase. 90% backed by their institutional digital liquidity fund, their BIDL fund, securitized handling tokenization. Now, this is interesting. So BlackRock has come into the stablecoin game through Ethena. Pretty cool. Now, there's been some criticisms of the Ethena stablecoin model, but this, I think, we should put a lot of, well, some of the hater comments to rest, of course. The fact that BlackRock's entering into the partnership with them to launch this is pretty damn big, in my opinion. So we're talking about, you know, yield-bearing stablecoins on chain here, guys. Crypto's getting real crazy, and it's only going to get crazier, and I love to see it. You love to see it, too. Hey, if you're not signed up to the Wealth Mastery newsletter yet, where's it at? It's loading up super slowly. There it is. If you're not signed up to the Wealth Mastery newsletter yet, get signed up. There's a link down below. 150,000 people a week read this bad boy. You're one of those people. Go check it out. So let's do some. Oh, I've got some coffee left. Fantastic. Don't have any sparkling water today, guys. I was unprepared. As Russian recording to the video. We'll get the sparkling water back soon. Don't worry. Perrier never sponsored me, so we're gonna have to find somebody else to drink their water. Okay. Pengu will replace the water and the dollar in no time. Oh yeah, new paradigm money, baby. Who needs US dollars when you got Pengu? Obviously. Let me see here. Will you ever bring the mustache back? No, well, never say never, but I'm enjoying the clean shave, man. Is this a live stream or a video? Mitch, what's up? It's a video. I predicted you were going to make this comment. We responded to it preordained in the video. No, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Athena smells like Luna to me. Yeah, I have definitely seen those kind of comments. And anytime we have these sort of high yield bearing stable coins with questionable backing, you do have to wonder, okay? I mean, how much of this stuff's really going to survive into the bear market? There's a reason why when the bear market comes, I am super paranoid this time. I mean, gosh, the amount of money I lost in just, you know, losing money in Anchor Protocol and in Luna and in Celsius. Goodness gracious. Anyway, that being said, when the bear market does come, Bitcoin and USDC. And not all the cash is going to stay on chain either. We're going to get cash off chain. We're going to buy stocks. We're going to buy gold. Going to buy, how am I saying we? It's just me. Anyway, I guess me and my wife. We're going to buy that stuff. And properties. I think we're finally going to jump into the properties, man. I just keep going back and forth on this and have been for years. Like, it's a pain in the ass. And the yearly ROI kind of sucks. But then, like, you have properties. And even if the world, like, explodes, then, you know, you still have a bunch of properties, assuming that your part of the world doesn't explode. And, you know, it's not perfect. Lark, how you doing? Con, what's up, man? Nice to see you. Yes, we brought the live streams back, man. Brought the live streams back. Bring back the crazy shirts. Yeah, I kind of, you know, I basically only wear white or black shirts. My wife keeps trying to get me slightly more interesting shirts. And it's like, no. Jose says, Lark, what's your price prediction on Jupiter? They're burning 3 billion supply in January. Well, I'm very bullish on Jupiter. It's about 4% of my portfolio or something like that right now. When the next airdrop comes, I'm going to unstake my entire stake finally. That's it. Okay. From there on out, I'm going to be looking for a good sell point. Now, the price action on Jupiter has, considering it's one of the most important DeFi protocols on all of Solana, has been rather muted in the past months, I would say. I would like to see it at $5. $5 would be really juicy for me. Can it get to 10 bucks? I mean, it certainly can. The question is, will the market value it enough to get it up to 10 bucks? Let's see. So far, the airdrops have been insane. I'm expecting the next one to be crazy too. So I'm pretty excited about that next airdrop. Lark, can you take a look at Say? Let's get a chart up here. Hold on a second. Let's take a quick look at the Say chart here. Last I looked at it, it's pre-breakout, let's say. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look at this bad boy. Just real quick, okay? Here we go. I better get this over here so you guys can see it. So, Say had a breakout back here in November 22nd, broke out, came up, ranged sideways, failed to move higher, dumped with the rest of the altcoin market back in the flash crash. MACD currently on the downtrend, getting closer, of course, to a potential bottom, but not yet close to a reversal, okay? So bottoming out maybe over here somewhere, okay? But you can see there's still a big gap between these two lines, meaning we're not yet quite at a point where I'm saying like, oh, it could be reversing pretty soon, right? By comparison, Solana getting much closer to a potential reversal here, right? You can actually see that there starting to trend much closer to each other. Say, though, we did at least come back down and just basically hit, like many altcoins, there's a lot of altcoins that actually look like this, came back down, smashed right into that area of previous price resistance, right? Price resistance, price resistance, price resistance, price resistance, price resistance, flipped now into price support, which is bullish. I'm bullish on that, okay? Got a big bag of Say. It's like 4% of my portfolio or something like that right now. So what we want to see, the price continuing to stay above this 50 to 52 cent mark, and of course rally back up. Once we crack over 68 cents, I think we're off to the races. And if you see that 68 cent breakout combined with a MACD bull cross, off to the races, baby. Okay. Will Sui hit the big time? Gosh, I feel like Sui already has hit the big time, man. Gosh darn, this thing hit $5 the other day. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. How do you feel about Litecoin, Lark? Well, you know, I am not the biggest Litecoin fan for a variety of reasons. Just don't really see the use for it anymore. However, Litecoin's going to get an ETF. And when Litecoin gets an ETF, all sort of the boomers and normies and stuff are going to come in and buy Litecoin because it's going to be one of the coins that has an ETF. And they're probably not going to get crazy amounts of ETFs next year, maybe like 6 to 10 by the end of the year. Litecoin already has an ETF application along with XRP and Solana. We'll probably get all of those as soon as Trump's new SEC head takes over. So that's a good catalyst for Litecoin. It doesn't take much institutional money coming into Litecoin to move the price significantly. So that's probably a catalyst for it. I'm not buying it personally. Not a big fan, just because I just don't see the use case really for Litecoin. Oh, it's the silver to Bitcoin's gold. No, silver actually has industrial use cases, unlike Litecoin. Litecoin just kind of exists. Why would you use Litecoin at all? Realistically, that's good for speculating on, and I hope that if you're speculating on it, you make money. And no hate. Well, you know, we love people making money around here. And I celebrate you if you make money. If you're going to make a bunch of money off Litecoin, you get that cheddar, dog. Get it. Straight up. That being said, why would you use Litecoin? We could just send stable coins like USDC across Solana for a fraction of a penny. Where are we up to? Lark, did you sell your Chainlink? I sold a very small amount of Chainlink, around $24, $25 a week or two ago, just to take a little bit of profits, because my average entry is around $7, and I wanted to take a little bit of cash and just roll it into something else. And so I used a little bit of that money to buy the AI16Z coin, which is up about 200% now for my entry. So it worked out pretty well, but it was like 6% of my link bag. So I'm still holding the majority of that link bag, and we'll continue holding that link bag for a little bit longer. Well, you know, until it gets up to over $100, hopefully. Gosh darn. Never seen you on a live. The lives are back. We've had a big break on the lives, not since I was in New Zealand where we're doing live streams. You Yeah, it's hard to do live streams from the hotel when you got the kids, jumping on you and screaming in the background, and shady internet connections and unstable internet connections. And it's not easy. Now we're back in the studio. Have a bit of time. We can get back into live streams. I love the live streams. I love seeing you guys here. So thanks for joining today's live stream, of course. Quick question. Do you think getting completely out of Bitcoin at the top of the bull market is a good idea? Look, depends on you. For me personally, I'm just going to hold the Bitcoin, I think. I guess I could try to swing trade it. I don't know. I'll just use altcoin profit money to buy more Bitcoin in the bear market, to be honest. But I just don't really need to sell the Bitcoin for me personally. Now, you might be in a different situation where selling that Bitcoin might be an extremely meaningful move for you in your life. At which point, maybe that's something to consider. Maybe that is life-changing money for you. You've been diligently dollar cost averaging for the last 8 years, and you're going to be up, when it hits 200K, you're up 20x or some stuff like that. Maybe you change your life. I don't know. I'm not you. I don't know what your entry points are. All that kind of stuff was. I'm just saying, for me, I'm not planning on selling. Maybe I'll swing a little portion of it, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll reassess that later. But currently, I'm not thinking about selling the Bitcoin. You are posting so much, I have to wonder why. Are you kidding? This is the most exciting time in the market in the last 4 years. I feel like I'm not posting enough. It's so damn exciting. There's so much going on. I want to keep you guys informed about all the stuff that's going on in the market and keep you guys entertained, have some fun, have some memes, all that kind of stuff. Man, this is the time to be locked the heck in. I am locking the heck in. We're making great amounts of content. We're doing lots of educational content. The newsletter is providing huge amounts of alpha, man. Some of the alpha we got in the newsletter in the last few weeks has been absolutely insane. Some of those AI agent picks that Jesse called early on. Phew. Crazy. Anyway, besides the point. Now's the time, man. Now's the time to lock in 100%. We better catch up. We're a few minutes behind in the chat here. Senza says, so what's the signal? MACD daily. Go back to the start of the video. That's the signal we're looking at right now. Do you think it's a smart move to sell alts in profits of 200 to 300% and move into Ethereum? Again, Tom, this is one of those funny ones where it's like, I don't know what your portfolio is. I don't know what alts you're selling. I mean, are you selling some of the biggest, most hyped winners of the cycle? Or are you selling some coins that nobody gives a crap about anymore and they're underperforming and they're kind of lame and you kind of need to sell it because nothing's happening, et cetera, et cetera? I don't know. That's a tough one. And to move into Ethereum, I mean, Ethereum goes from 4K to 12 to 15K max. My thoughts this cycle. Maybe you're not being bullish enough, Lark. It's the super cycle. That kind of talk makes me extremely paranoid. I don't like super cycle talk. No. Heard that one before. Look, if you're moving from those altcoins into Ethereum, if they're weak altcoins that no one's talking about, maybe there's a case there to do that. Not financial advice, obviously. But if you're selling some of the biggest hyped winners of the cycle, I mean, maybe they've gone on absolute insane runs and whatever. But if you're only 2 to 300% in profit, I guess that's probably not the case unless you're really, really late in getting in some of these positions. But if you have coins that are underperforming, there's nothing wrong with rebalancing your portfolio or cutting losers. There really isn't. Do not marry a single bag. Except Bitcoin. It's a complicated relationship, okay? But don't tell my wife. Anyway, don't marry your damn altcoins. Not a single one of these things matter in the long run. Most of this stuff's going to go down 99% in the next bear market. You do not need to marry any of these bags. You're not betraying any community or any of that kind of bullshit when you sell. What happens when you sell for something in profit is you are defending your capital. You're taking care of your own financial freedom and you're taking care of your family. And that's the only damn thing that matters. The only thing that matters in this space. Okay? Let me see. Is Sand dead? Sandbox? No, Sandbox is not dead. It's just, it's not in favor right now. A lot of gaming coins are not getting very much attention right now. And Sandbox definitely out on the far end of that spectrum where it's not really getting much excitement. Nobody really cares about Sandbox right now. It was the big coin back in 21 around the metaverse hype, but Where's that right now? When gaming picks back up, Sandbox will probably catch bid. Until then, probably underperforms. What do you think of Arbitrum, Lark? Love the Arbitrum network, the Arbitrum governance token. Lame. Lame. Why would you? For what reason would you buy the Arbitrum governance token? For what reason? Honestly, think about it. What are you going to do with it? Go govern the Arbitrum platform? No, you're not. You're going to buy it because you're speculating that the price is going to go up because Arbitrum is one of the most popular layer 2s. And I agree. I held an Arbitrum bag for a while based on that thesis, and it didn't matter. Arbitrum has underperformed massively, and it is the leading layer 2 governance token. Doesn't matter. It's had his ass kicked comparatively to other things in the market. Okay. Please don't go dark Levis. Dark Levis. Okay. Try and answer a couple more here for you guys, and then we'll finish up. Thoughts on Beam? Beam, I think, is a very bullish gaming play. They've had some huge partnership announcements. Beam AI as well. We talked about that yesterday, I think, in the news video. But also, we've had a big partnership announced recently with like the Abu Dhabi government and stuff like that. So, you know, Beam's been doing all the right stuff, man, and they're well positioned for a gaming season. Why does no one talk about LTC? Because it's lame. That's why. Dude spamming the ARB question. Chill out, dog. Lark, alt seem just moving sideways. I've heard February is historically a time when it takes off. As much truth that I mean, look, everything has its phases. You know, we just had a massive markup over a multi-week period on altcoins. And if you look at a lot of the charts show that a lot of altcoins have been basically going through a bit of a distribution period, cooling off essentially after a big run. Okay, and there's different altcoins that are in different spaces right now. We see, for example, Ethereum finally on the verge of a major breakout. Solana getting closer to a point where it's going to break out. Not quite there yet. We could still go a bit lower on Solana. We covered that already, of course, but there's a lot of altcoins that are looking very nice. Now, is it going to take until February for them to move big? I don't know. Historically, trying to sort of say what months altcoins move in more than others, it doesn't necessarily work like that. Back in January of 2018 is when altcoins peaked. So maybe it's January we're paying attention to, but every market cycle moves a little bit differently. You just have to try to find enough of the rhythm to understand where things are more broadly going. And I think, of course, altcoins have got huge potential moving ahead. Would you still buy Bitcoin now? No. Love Bitcoin. I love my Bitcoin. I really, really do. The risk reward, I think, is just not fantastic right now for Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up, what, 100, maybe 150% between here and the market peak. And I know when that happens, when it goes up 100%, everyone's going to tell you it's going to go to $1 million and keep moving those price targets. And because something bullish, all those big things are going to happen. And I'm very excited about all this stuff. That's how we get to $250,000 Bitcoin. Maybe I'm not being bullish. Maybe it goes to 300K. But that's like crazy overextension in my mind. And if Bitcoin goes to 250K, your altcoins are going to make so much more money. It's getting to be the point in the market cycle where altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin over the next, let's say, 6 months by a dramatic degree. You can chase that 100% move in Bitcoin, or you can chase the 1,000% moves on altcoins. Choice is yours, of course. Now, if you just have money sitting around that you don't want to have be left in dollars, it's always a good time to buy Bitcoin. Let's just put that out there, okay? You can always be just adding for Bitcoin. But if you're talking about swinging for the cycle, then you want to be looking at altcoins, okay? That's where the money's going to be made from here on out. If you're just looking to get out of your fiat bags, not have as much cash, or take profits from some of these altcoins to something that's more stable long-term, sure, buy some Bitcoin. Okay, all right, one more question, guys, and we're going to finish up for today. Okay. Jesse, what's up? You are too deep in the trenches, man. You are too deep in the trenches. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. 6 more months. We can all take a break, I hope. Gosh darn. Lots of love from India. My portfolio went from 2300 to 7,000. Wow. Can you suggest when I can exit? I have no idea, Shock. Congratulations on the profits, by the way. But that's a very difficult question about when I can't tell you when to sell your coins. I can't tell you what percent of profit's going to be the ideal situation for you. I have no idea what's in your portfolio. These are questions you got to answer for yourself, my dude. Right? You have to look and decide, okay, what coins am I actually holding? Are they big market cap coins? How much more potential is left? Try to find a variety of opinions on the matter. If you don't know how to read charts and this kind of stuff, fine. Try to get yourself a bit educated on that. Try to find a variety of opinions. Find contrarian opinions as well. Look at, okay, how high can this realistically go? If you're in a bunch of low cap coins that have gone from $2,300 to $7,000, then maybe you have another 10x upside in those altcoins. If you're just in a bunch of big coins, so you've got Solana, for example, well, maybe you've got 5x upside left. If you're all in Bitcoin, well, maybe you're going to double your money from that 7,000 to 14,000 by the end of the cycle, right? So I can't tell you how much percent profit, what's important for you, what's going to change your life. Is this changing your life money on the table already? Would it make sense to you to take a little bit of that money off the table? I'm just throwing out ideas here. You need to answer all these questions yourself. I'm not telling you what to do. But would it make sense for you to take, let's say, $1,000 off the table and let the other 6,000 ride? Would that $1,000 do anything to change your life right now? Would it make your life better somehow? Or can you afford to lose all $7,000 and watch it go to zero? And it's not going to change your life at all. These are all questions to consider, okay? There's far too many variables here in that question, but I hope that some of these questions I have for you will help you answer that for yourself. Anyway, you guys are awesome. We're going to keep these streams to 30 minutes. It's 32 minutes. We're going to keep these streams to around a half hour. Not going to let these things go to an hour. We're not going to let them balloon out of control. No. Okay. Anyway, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll do another live stream. It's going to be a good time. I'll see you guys then. Peace.